first set, trying to keep the hype moderately low the first 2 sets, and then maybe we'll get the music going for the last one. Hoping for 15. We did 15 and 14 on Friday, but we did 315 beforehand. Also this time we just did, I worked up to 275, did it for 1 rep just to try and hit a little beyond. Sometimes that helps this set feel lighter. We shall see. All right, a little rest, and then we'll check the weight. All right, here's the weigh-in. Normal time of day, so should be reasonably trustworthy. Oh boy, all right. Also, I rested yesterday, so that perhaps helped. Not sure. All right, hang on a second. So we got the 15. I'm hoping for 15 on the second set, and then any amount of reps on the third set would be a PR. Then we'll move on to incline fly, and then I'm thinking tricep press down to go easy on the elbows because we toasted everything pretty good on Friday with the live workout, so that might be the move today. All right, last one. I'm gonna go no music, see what happens. Even if I get 8 to 10 on this, I'm still happy because doing 3 sets with 235 will be a step in the right direction. Since I'm nearing the end of the weight, like I'm only gonna bump the weight up 1 more time and stay at 15 reps. I'm expecting this portion of the program to slow down a little bit. Once I start doing the 10 to 12 rep range, I think it'll get a little easier again. And then towards the top end of the weight for those repetitions, we'll see the progression slow down a little bit. So all that to say, hopefully we get double digits. Time will tell. If we get 15, that means on Friday we get to go for 2, 4, 0. If. Hope for the best, right? Really wanted the last set, this one, to not be super tilty, which we'll watch the tape, check tape, see what it was, but I feel good about that. That was a lot of reps, 42 reps, something like that. So good recovery, and we'll go on to the incline. All right, 3 sets flat bench, the basics. Glad everybody liked the video yesterday. If you didn't check out the video, the Rise of the Machines video, I didn't title it that for obvious reasons, but that's the general gist of the video. You should check it out. Doing pretty well so far, I think. I didn't do a crazy thumbnail or anything, but got a lot of really interesting comments from people, like well thought out documentation explaining their journey with machine only lifting and then with free weights and adding machines back in and whatnot. Really interesting hearing origin stories from some people too, how they started, why they kind of transitioned to different approaches. I responded to one comment and I was saying how I gained a really good amount of muscle around 18 to 19 years old when I started doing barbell squats, barbell bench, pull-ups, shoulder press, and took out the machine shoulder press, took out the Smith machine bench, took out the Smith machine squat. Not that those don't have their place for some people, but big changes when I switched out those movements. Gained a good chunk of muscle. So yeah, we're going incline here, 205, and hopefully 10, honestly. But we'll see. Ooh, you know what? Something I typically forget to check. Let's go. Woo-wee. I think just the one set on the incline, and then I'm going to do some dips instead of the incline fly and the incline press, because I think I've got a chance of getting a 200-pound dip done by the end of the year. And I think just the more I do the dips, the easier they're going to get. Because we did 170, I don't know, like an hour and 20 minutes into the workout on Friday, after I'd already done 315 and 2 sets of flat bench, pretty much all the way to failure. Now, obviously, that warmed everything up, but we did work to failure. So I think if I could do 170 in that semi-fatigued state, that if I started a workout with dips, I don't know, we might already be at the 200. I think we're definitely at 4 plates at least. But we've got another 2 months for the end of the year, 2.5 months. So there's definitely time. And that would be sick, because that would be doing a dip with my body weight. And we've only been working on the dips for maybe, I don't know, 10 weeks or something. So sky's the limit, right? Stay positive. I was watching a video today. It was a really good video by Basement Bodybuilding. He was just talking about how, amongst other things, he's not as excited or fired up to lift anymore. And I watched a video by Alan Thrall also, kind of saying like he doesn't have that like anger and aggression and like the fire to continue lifting as hard as he was lifting. And then also Zach Tellender talking about, this one was a couple months ago, how like he's just been pushing for so long and he's tired. And I don't know, like I don't feel that way. And anytime I hit a PR or even a volume PR like today, I'm fired up and I'm more excited about lifting than I was a year ago. So I don't know, like lifting is fun. Lifting is awesome. Like we get to do this. This is so cool. Like I don't want to ever just kind of, and like obviously they all really enjoy lifting. I totally get that. I'm just kind of summarizing. You should watch all those various videos to fully understand what they were saying. I'm just giving you like the very, very general, like quick snippet of the video, right? Basement bodybuilding still really likes to work out, but just I don't know, like I get more fired up as I continue in my lifting journey, and I hope that trend continues. Even when I hit, even when I hit a snag with the deadlift, like whatever, no big deal. I mean, it's just how it goes. Like just one of those things about lifting. That's one of the reasons why I think pushing for PRs, not necessarily doing power building, but like I know basement bodybuilding is talking about a lot about how the power building, the flawed concept, and so has what's his face, natural hypertrophy. And I understand why they said what they did, and I think they've got good points and all that. But I think that pushing for numbers and pushing for top sets is so crucial for myself sometimes. I love the workouts where I'm just chipping away at the numbers, just chipping away at the reps. Like the back and bicep workout is just so steady, but I'm still fired up to do it. Like I'm not just kind of like, oh no, I got to do my back and bicep workout. Like I'm always feeling good about it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should do a full video on it. Maybe that'll be the next coffee with Pat. I get sad when I see someone saying how they've kind of lost their some of their drive to push to the next level. And I know that's not, in those people's cases, that's not exactly what they're saying. But then again, for some of them, maybe it is. They're saying they're just going to kind of be coasting on certain movements and not progressing other ones forward. I don't know. Like, I like the mindset of Alex Leonidas. He was talking about bench press. He was talking about it with Bromley, I think. He was saying, like, even if it takes me a year to get from a 405 to a 410 bench, it's still a 410 bench. Like, it's still something I've never done before. I don't think it will take him that long. But yeah. Anyway, I got to do my next set here. I should probably compile those thoughts into a decent full length video. I was just watching those before doing the lift today, and it kind of like, I don't know, it didn't like get me downtrodden or anything, but part of the reason why I think you need to occasionally push for those 1 rep maxes and don't just get drawn into solely hypertrophy where the strength doesn't matter at all. And just like the video I released yesterday where you're just doing mainly machines and you're not pushing the barbell bench anymore, you're not doing the chin-ups anymore, you're not doing the squats and the deadlifts. Like those movements, those big movements, there's something special about them, right? And you're not going to get that from a leg press. I feel like I've been hating on the leg press a lot recently. All right, so we're going to go 6 to 8 and then on to the dips. That didn't feel too bad, honestly. Those 3 people, by the way, they're all much further along in their YouTube careers, obviously. Talking about basement bodybuilding, Alan Thrall and Zach. And maybe some of them have even been lifting longer than me. I don't really know the time frame, like how old any of them are. But there's something so special about hitting a PR, even if it's a 5-pound PR, that to see people go down the route of only hypertrophic, like, yeah, you do get gains, which is great. Like, seeing muscle progression, absolutely huge. Obviously, that's a big portion of why I train the way I do. But like hitting that 345-pound bench a little while back now, or that 600-pound deadlift. I mean, hypertrophy again, yes, excellent, but doing something like that, obviously there's people that can do way more weight. I don't care. It was a PR for me, and those PRs for you that you hit, like that's something special. That's going to keep you fired up. That's some of the danger, I think, in going down a entirely hypertrophic approach where you have no focus on the strength really. I think people can get kind of, maybe they get a little just kind of monotonous about what they're doing, you know. That's where you gotta get the spark in there and knock out some big weight, right? I don't know. Maybe I am I do both, right? Because I do the heavyweight stuff and push the PRs, and I'm also doing the hypertrophic work, and I feel like that's the way to go. Like you get the best of both worlds. I don't want to do only the 1 rep, 3 rep, 5 rep, like max out stuff. And I also don't want to do only the hypertrophic. I want a balance of both. That's probably the power bodybuilding that people don't like. I don't know. Interested to hear people's thoughts. We're going to chill for a bit, and then we'll go those 2 channels. I think I've just seen a typical similar theme recently from certain natural lifting people, and I totally understand why, and I know that they're all pushing for new goals in their own way. I guess I just love the strength aspect of it too. I love the hypertrophy, definitely, but I feel like there's more to do. You know, Alan Thrall, he's done a ton of strength contests, and his video was more saying, like, I think he was talking about like why training in your steroids is like being on supplements. You know, like the fire and the intensity that he had. You know, because the natural testosterone in your body or whatnot, or maybe you're angry about something, and like then later on in your life things kind of settle down. And you know, everything in my life is quite settled, obviously, and that's a very good thing. But I don't know, I still feel like I have that like intensity, and I still get super hyped up for going for PRs and attempts and new territory on stuff. But I don't think my training back in the day was ever like, I never trained super well when I was angry about stuff anyway. Like I train much better when everything's chill with my family and things are going well. Like that's when I train the best. So perhaps that's part of it too. I know some people, like their best training sessions are when something went wrong with the relationship or whatnot. And, you know, maybe that was the case for me sometimes, but typically when everything's stable, I can crush it. When things are unstable, my mind is elsewhere. So anyway, here we go. Hope I'm in the frame here. I don't think I am. I'm gonna move you back a little bit. That should be a little better. Sorry about that. So on Friday, we did 20 reps on the first set with the pause. So we'll try and match or beat that. A little bit of a soft lock on 22. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep the fire alive. Like, I think it's a slippery slope when you can get disinterested in lifting. And people definitely go through different phases. You know, where I've gone through phases where I've been less focused on the gym and more focused on other things. You know, so it definitely happens. Like I was more interested in performance cars for a little while, and that absorbed, you know, time. And Well, part of it was when the Munchkin Man came around. The cars were just taking up too much time, and with the little babies and the 1 and 2 year old kiddos, like that time is so special, and if you're not there during it, like it goes by so quickly. I mean, if anything, I've tried to slow my schedule down so I can spend more time with him, because he's already 2 and 2 months, and it seems like he was just born. That's one of the reasons I train at home, because the lift at the gym would add a significant amount of time. All right, I gotta get this second set here. I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, just explaining how there are different periods of life, and different things are the focus. All right, so that was 22 and 14. I gotta check the time here. I might be running out. All right, we got enough time for one more set probably. I think the main thing, I guess I'm trying to say, like seeing those videos, bring this home conclusion. If you're not excited to do your workout, then you're really missing out, because it's a great thing working out, being able to progress, being able to get better. And yeah, I think that's it, honestly, what I wanted to say. And it seemed like the tone of those videos was kind of leaning towards enjoying lifting less. I don't know if that's what was meant necessarily, because obviously those people love to lift because they have YouTube lifting channels. I just want people to know that you can enjoy exercising. And if you focus on the progression and getting better and trying to knock out PRs, occasionally, not all the time, it can really keep you motivated in the long run. All right, how many more do we need? 14? Yikes. All right, let's see what we can do. Definitely could have made that talk into a coffee with Pat. Woo! 5 reps. Give it 10 seconds. We'll get them done. Whew. All right, that's it for today. Stay strong, keep the focus, enjoy the process. Even if it's a 5-pound PR, it's a PR. Celebrate it, get fired up, get excited. Don't let it become a slog, as it were, and just something you feel like you have to do. And if you're feeling less motivated, reevaluate your program, what you're doing. Make sure you're sleeping, make sure you're hydrating. Get excited about the lift, though. Like, watch some people lifting on YouTube before you do your workout. Get some good music going. Like, there's a lot of ways, but I think in general, being able to see moderately steady, not even steady progress, but just occasionally being able to do a PR on something that can keep you fired up. It shouldn't be something you obsess over, but I think it should be something that's somewhere in your program if possible. Don't let it all be just hypertrophy. All right, that's it. Till next time. Peace.